So, we're back at 7:09 right here on 103.9. Cletus Seldin in the house. The silver light welterweight champion. I got it right before. I couldn't get it right now. Cletus Seldin, always great to see you, my friend.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm up and at 'em.
Second defense of his title this Friday night at the Paramount Theater in Huntington. How's it feel to be a champion?
Feels like every other day.
Yeah.
Feels like every other day. I wake up like this.
Yeah, there you go.
The last time we had you in, you got the belt.
Right.
And you've been training. You look great.
Thank you.
You training down in Florida now?
Yeah, I was down in West Palm Beach for the past 3.5 weeks.
Wow.
So it was a warm, fun training camp. I did everything I had to do down there.
That's a great place to shed a few pounds, I would think.
Yeah, there's most of the fighters who go to training camp are usually down in the Florida, somewhere that's nice and hot all year round.
And you run on the beach. It's about 90 degrees. Jump in the ocean. Do some more training.
I did one run. My heart rate was at 170 the entire run. I posted on Instagram the other day. It was like, well, what is wrong with this person?
Wow, that's unbelievable. So, what is life like? You're a champion. You got the belt last time we saw you way back. You're living the dream every day. You're waking up as a champion, and the mindset now, obviously, your passion to get that championship was incredible to me. What about retaining as now you have people who really want that belt? What's the Seldin mindset these days as you approach another fighter?
Well, as of right now, I'm ranked 18th in the world. After this fight, after this victory, really, we should be in the top 15, and then we're ready to fight on the real major networks. And that's where I want to put and show myself to the rest of the world. Everybody on Long Island and New York know who I am, so the rest of it is to showcase myself to the rest of the nation, the rest of the world.
This upcoming opponent, obviously a different style than the last one. You see a lot of tape. Is it an adjustment now in your style based on the opponents that you're going to be coming in tune with here? Do you have to make any type of adjustments based on what they could do? What's the mindset there?
Just slightly, because everybody has to fight according to me, because I'm the one that always pushes the pressure and always pushes the pace. On top of that, I hit harder than everyone else, so right away you got to react to whatever I'm going to do, not what they're going to do. So we just tweak it just a little bit.
Now, as a silver welterweight, what is the weight class for this?
So for this fight, it's 140 pounds. If you're over, you get deducted a purse, and if not, you might not even be able to fight. On top of that, if I didn't make weight, my ranking would go sky high back to not in the top 15 anymore.
I think I asked you this before, but after a fight, obviously the last one, the big one, you can indulge a little bit as far as the ice cream, the cake, and everything else. Do you do that, and do you gain a little bit more weight? How's that like?
I always did that. Everyone called me Fat Cletus after a few days, actually a few weeks.
So you can gain like 10, 12 pounds easily, right?
Oh yeah, I went from 140 pounds one day to 158 for a fight once before.
Wow.
But I've learned my lesson over the time not to do that. And recently I just found out I had all these allergies to like gluten and fruits and vegetables too. So I cut that all out of my diet, and I actually lost another 7 pounds from that. So I'm walking around at 147.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty big deal now.
That is unbelievable. Cletus Seldin with us, a.k.a. the Hebrew Hammer. He will retain his championship. Try to at least Friday night over at the Paramount in Huntington. We'll give away a pair of tickets during the show today. Cletus, of course, is from. You're from East Yaphank originally?
Yeah, grew up in Shirley, East Yaphank, and I went to Longwood High School.
And you have a tremendous story, because basically you were a guy who, you competed in other sports.
Correct.
But were you any good at them?
I was always good at sports. You were
a decent athlete in general, right?
I would say so. I was always told I was going to be a professional athlete. I just didn't know what sport it was. And it wasn't until I found boxing at the age of 22, which was ridiculous at that age, because everybody usually fights at 8 years old, 9 years old. So.
And did you have any type of inkling back at age 8 or 9 that maybe you were kind of just fooling around, putting a a pair of gloves on, maybe shadow boxing with somebody, you know. Did you have that going on in your
I've
life?
had one vision, and it was playing kickball with my little sister. I was like, oh, it would be awesome to go down to the boxing gym down the road and do something, but I never, ever crossed my mind besides that one time.
And then all of a sudden, at age 22, you had an epiphany. You wanted to get into the ring.
That's right. I was out of high school still, and I had nothing else going on, and I just wanted to compete. And next thing you know, I walked to the boxing gym and got my butt kicked every day for a whole year.
And what kept you going there? Obviously, no one likes getting their butt kicked in on a daily basis. Obviously, you had this passion to stay with it. That was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, it was actually because I was getting my butt kicked, and I hate losing, that I decided, then watched how the other fighters trained and how they came in, and I saw how they came in maybe 2-3 days a week. So I decided to come 5 days, and it became 7 days, and it became two times a day, which then became 1 year later. This guy that just started a year ago is beating these kids that was been doing it for all these years and supposed to be top prospects.
There you go. We'll have more to do, more to discuss with the champion of the silver welterweight division. Currently ranked number 18, by the way, in the world. He's defending his title this Friday night at the Paramount Theater in Huntington. We'll come right back, check the roads first with Nancy Raymond.
We start with a check of
Very nice.
Very nice.
Hey, I like America too.
Obviously not.
Excellent. Hey, maybe we should play a little Living in America? No.
I like that song live.
A little Rocky-esque. Living, remember that?
Yeah.
I like that. Georgie, go for it.
What do we want to do?
From the place where your wife works. I'm sitting in the office about to get an injection for my shoulder. She's playing this song, blasting it in this office. Living in America. The doctor's walking, everyone's laughing. I'm like, just give me my goddamn shot.
Funny, I was watching that Rocky 4 the other day.
The best one. The
It
best
was a
one.
Rocky movie.
Wait, what do we want to come back
Technically
and
the
get
best
here?
one.
You want me to do Living in America?
Yeah.
Is that a request?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's the best one. You know, the Russian
He wants it more.
and the
He
training in Canada. You know, they go up to Canada, wherever that. Oh, Russia. Whatever.
Come on.
In the snow.
Yeah, wait a minute. I thought I could just.
That's like the only one he actually wanted to win the entire time. He wasn't being like a little bitch. He's like, yo, I'm going to go train and I'm going to go fight the most dangerous man in the world.
Killed Apollo
I'm
Creed.
not gonna cry about it. I don't want my children to die. I'm not gonna not do it.
This is for America and me.
I got it all. And I'm doing it on Christmas in Russia.
There you go.
I found I was.
Great. And I thought the movie didn't get enough.
Then I'm gonna come back and Paul's gonna give it all my money.
2015.
I was cleaning up that store over there. I found the whole set, the whole Rocky set,
Oh, yeah.
the box set. Yeah, in the case.
VHS.
No, it's DVD.
Wow.
The whole
Josh, you want me to announce you?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, that's fine.
And your title is
Publicist.
The
Early in the
public
Josh
morning.
Friedman. It's Friedman, right?
Yo, do you want me to get it?
We're all Jewish, by the way.
Yeah.
Jewish only station.
We only got about 20 seconds, so yeah.
Am I the only asshole in here?
Oh, this guy's not Jewish. He's a
He
giant.
could be though.
He's a giant fan.
I'm a-
Giant fan.
I'm a-
Oh, it can't be Jewish. Really?
All right, coming back.
6100, the Tuscany Gourmet Market, a taste of distinction.
LI in the AM, telling Long Island story on air.
Well, Living in America, here we go.
Radio.com.
Little Rocky-esque for you right here at 7:20 on 103.9 LI News Radio. We are joined, of course, by Cletus Seldin. He will be defending his title, and that is the silver light welterweight title.
That's the WBC title.
And he is ranked 18th in the world. It all happens Friday night at Paramount Theater in Huntington. Also here, Josh Friedman, the publicist. Josh, how you been, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. Good.
Can you do a now? These guys are childhood friends, okay? Right? You guys kind of grew up together. And did you, Josh? Am I right with that or no?
Yeah, I came around, a little after. They were there first, and then I came around a little later.
Oh, you knew each other. For some reason, I'm thinking these guys were like 6 years old and they knew each other. I don't know.
Not that old.
Why don't we just leave it at that? You knew each other when you were 3, and all of a sudden now. But I mean, could you have envisioned what has been happening here with Cletus and company?
Actually, yeah. I mean,
You did, huh? You had a sense that he really had it at age 22.
yeah, he was always he's got a fight in him that not that many people have. He just wants to keep going, and he's aggressive, and he's got it in him to keep going, keep moving forward. He never turns around.
And this fight, by the way, Cletus, is going to be on MSG, right?
It's going to be posted late on the MSG network, maybe in a couple weeks or so. It'll be posted throughout on my Facebook or whatever, or Starbucks and sent out emails.
Now, are people kind of recognizing you now on the street? They say, "Hey, is that Cletus Seldin?"
Yeah, on Eastern Long Island, I'm like, I'm pretty good. Once I start moving towards Nassau, it starts slowing down, but as long as I carry around my belt and I go to the city, everybody knows who I am by that, because they always remember that nickname, the Hebrew Hammer. That's the name to go for.
Now, do you make that belt very visible where you live, so you never stop thinking about that pursuit?
After this last fight, yes, you should just stay in my trunk. I just left it in my trunk. Everyone's like, "Oh, let me see the belt." I'm like, "Here you go. It's in my trunk." They're like, "Oh, it's cold." It was like wintertime. I'm like, "Yeah, that's the way it is, baby." But now I just leave it inside my house, and every time we go for a special event or whatever, we come out and bring it.
Josh, more pressures here, as the publicist. I mean, a lot of people want to speak to this guy. He's a champion. He's the 18th ranked WBC in the world.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of emails. We're juggling some stuff around. I mean, we got an invite to he got an invite to the Islip Town Council meeting right after the fight by the councilman, Cochran, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Yeah, with that.
Yeah, we do a lot of events. I think
Yeah.
once a week or once every other week. I'm
Once
doing
a
an
week
event.
you're out there.
Yeah.
Huh? You-
Crazy.
If not more sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming up, especially right before and right after the fight.
I also I was reading where Teddy Atlas is now talking about you. Teddy Atlas, of course, does a lot of the analysis on some of the big fights. Of course, was all part of that whole genre with Tyson and everything. And that's pretty good too, huh?
Yeah. Atlas always has a interesting thing. Always.
What does he
in
say
boxing.
about you? Because he can be a little controversial.
Oh well, he doesn't like the way that I fight. Usually, my rough tactics is usually what he.
He didn't like the way you fight. What about Tyson way back?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
I think
Did he bite the ear off of Evander Holyfield, Josh?
I think he just gets
Yeah.
jealous.
Well, Teddy Atlas actually was part of that. too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just gets a little jealous that I'm doing what he preaches, so he has to think of something else to talk about.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But listen, it is what it is. When you hit the top, you're gonna get a lot of comments. Now, what was your take on the whole Mayweather Pacquiao deal? Pacquiao Mayweather with the injured shoulder. There was a lot of controversy there. Mayweather maybe not doing his best to kind of get in there. I mean, but that's his style.
That's the style.
Well, what did you think of that whole thing?
I thought it was a purified sparring session. It was just like watching sparring. At the end of the day, it was just not interesting at all. I was smart enough to put my money on Mayweather, obviously, because in Vegas, if any round is even, it automatically goes to Money Mayweather every time. So anytime it's a tie, if the guys both throw the same amount of punches, it's always going to go to Mayweather, so you can't doubt him.
You think we should get our $100 back?
You should have went to the bar.
Well, it's great stuff, buddy. The Paramount seems to be your home now for a lot of these bouts. I mean, how is that going into Huntington? And it's in your neck of the woods, kind of.
Yeah, it's on
Suffolk
Eastern Long
County.
Island, so it's awesome. It's still Suffolk County,
Yeah.
and everybody comes out. I think the tickets were all sold out about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I sold on my own $25,000. I've seen other fighters. They're like, "Oh, how many tickets?" I asked to get some tickets from them. They're like, "Oh no, we only got 10." I was like, 10 tickets. All right, off to the next guy. So it's the place for me to go. The only problem is we don't know how many more. Maybe one more at the Paramount, and that would be it. So if you haven't seen me fight, this is the time to come
Well,
out
I'm
and
going to
see.
tell you right now, we're going to have two people very lucky right now to see you fight Friday night. We'll give away a pair right now at 451-1039, 631-451-1039, and that is to view in person the Hebrew Hammer as he defends his title for the second time, the 18th ranked light superweight. What is it now? The silverweight.
A light welterweight WBC champion, international champion.
There you go. Okay, you said it. You are the champion, and you're going to be defending that title for the second time. Cletus, can't thank you enough. Josh, you guys want to hang? You can. I know you got other places. You are welcome to stay, my friend. But all in all, great to see you, and good luck to you guys
Thanks,
on
Jay.
Friday night.
Thank you, LI Radio.
Thank you, buddy. 7:26 right now. As we check out the roads, we are LI Radio. You are exactly right. Nancy Reed, standing by.
We start with a check of eastbound.
Awesome.
Go, man.
Take that volume on the eastbound.
I'm there.
Always a pleasure.
I might hit Josh for a pair myself.
Days.